What's good, everybody? It's Lucky. I hope y'all all been taking care of yourselves, because I know I have. And I'm grateful for all of this, bro. My parents came to this country with nothing 25 years ago, and they planted that seed of giving me the opportunity to grow up in this country. And I appreciate them. That's why I'm going to take advantage of everything, truthfully. Now, let's get to the video. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to get a burning desire to succeed. People like Elon Musk, they've brainwashed themselves to believe that what they're doing is going to provide so much value that if they don't do it and if they don't lead the initiative, that they're doing a disservice to humanity. That's the power of your brain. That's the power of reprogramming yourself. Now, what is a burning desire, you may ask? A burning desire is like fuel for your life. Without it, you can't go nowhere. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can build and maintain that burning desire. Now, I really want y'all to understand what I mean when I say what you have is not enough. A lot of people, they believe that they believe that because they know somebody or they know of somebody that they're going to be successful. A lot of people believe that because they were born into a wealthy family, they're going to be successful. They believe that all of these external things, even books that they've read, is going to make them successful. And that's not the truth. What you have is not enough. It's about what you execute on, right? People can read a million books. People can have a million mentors. People can be from the most wealthiest family on this planet. But if you don't take action, then you're not going to go nowhere. You're not going to go nowhere. And I believe it's a huge fallacy to believe that, you know, you're going to be able to magically achieve success just because you know something. I'm going to put it to you like this. The most successful people are not successful because of what they know. They're successful because of what they've done and what they continue to do. So you got to recognize that it's not about what you know. It's about what you do with that information. It's not about who you know. It's about how you utilize that person. It's about the relationship that you have with that individual. It's not about who you know, nor is it about what you know, but it's about what that person knows you for, right? So I want y'all to recognize that just because you know somebody, it does not mean shit. It does not mean that that person is going to give you a life-changing opportunity. It just doesn't work like that. But if the person knows you for a reason that is greater than, the external shit on this planet, like maybe a characteristic trait, like maybe they say that you're very disciplined and you remind me of them, or you remind me of me when I was your age, then that's different. That person is more impactful than a person who just shook the hand of successful people, you know, because the person who has made an impact on a successful person on something that's bigger than the external shit is more likely to stay in the mind of that individual. Now, you need to feed your fire and prime yourself for success. Now, Lucky, what do you mean by that? Thank you for asking. There are different things that myself and other successful people do in order to make sure that they're in the right frequency. Make sure that they're heading in the right direction. For example, meditating, visualization, writing my goals down. All of these are different things that prime my engine. Working out, all of these are high frequency activities. And it's very important for you as a person to be able to dedicate time in your day to day to be able to do those things. Because at the end of the day, it's all about, building that inner connection and building confidence and trust within yourself. And if you're not able to do those things, honestly, I don't know how you're going to achieve your dreams, right? Like, I start my day off waking up at 4:45 in the morning. It's very hard to do that. And I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of benefits with waking up early, but at the end of the day, waking up early is still waking up early. Like, I'm a human just like each one of y'all, you feel me? So I be having dreams and I have to hear my alarm wake me up at 4:45. And it's like, damn, I want to continue to, experience those dreams. But at the end of the day, I know that my mind plays tricks on me, and your brain can truthfully fuck you up. It can only look at the positives, but not look at the consequences, which is why you shouldn't even listen to your brain. You should listen to yourself when you're at a high frequency. And whenever you first wake up, I believe you're at your highest frequency, but you're also susceptible to traps because now you're letting emotions play. Now you're tired. Now you feel these different things, and that will try to sway you and distract you from completing your purpose. So I wake up very early, and I also like to, do my personal routine while listening to my daily devotion. That right there is already priming my engine for success. When I wake up, the first thing I hear is the word of God. So if I'm listening to the word of God while I'm, just washing my face, brushing my teeth, looking like a fresh, handsome young man, then my day is already started. Now, after doing all of that, I go into my room and I just clean it up. I never leave my room without my bed folded. I never leave my room with clothes unfolded, with stuff all over the place. I just like to be proactive and prevent stuff from happening so I don't have to deal with the mess afterwards. And after doing that, I write on my daily journal. I write all of my goals down twice. And after doing that, I say a prayer and I head to the gym. And I just finished my workout for the day and it was phenomenal. And after finishing my workout, I like to go chill here and I just, I meditate. I just think. I think about something that has nothing to do with my, or I think and I ask myself questions that I can't really answer at the end of the day because I'm so tired. You feel me? I like to listen to podcasts. I like to program myself with high frequency energy. All of this is priming my flame. All of this is setting me up for success. In the winter, you don't just hop in your car and just turn on the engine and just skedaddle. No. Hey, you ladies are gonna destroy some vehicles. And some of you men too. Don't do that no more. You wanna let the car heat up. You wanna let everything sit. You wanna let the exhaust run, warm up. Then you can go. Then you can start your day off. And it's extremely powerful to be able to prime yourself like the way I prime myself because now I've already completed the hardest stuff of my day. I woke up early as shit. That's not easy. That's hard. I cleaned up my room. That's not easy. That's hard. I hit the gym. That's not easy. That's hard. And I meditated, which means I shut the fuck up for like 15 to 20 minutes and I just listened. That's not easy. That's hard. You can't tell me that anything else I do is going to be hard because I've already done the hard stuff. But it's extremely important to prime yourself and to prime your vehicle because if you don't prime it, mechanical error can happen. When you do the hardest stuff of your day first, everything else feels like a breeze. So I challenge y'all to prime your fire, prime your vehicle. And now, on the next topic, we're going to talk about how to maintain that and not let people or even your own self get in the way of maintaining that fire. Now, we're going to be talking about maintaining your fire. Maintaining your fire means, you got to protect your ultimate purpose regardless of how you feel. You got to be disciplined and consistent. Waking up early doesn't feel good, but the dopamine I get after completing a workout and sticking to my schedule feels better than any drug or anything on this planet, any vice. You feel me? Like I want to put this in perspective, bro. Imagine how it feels like to wake up before the sun, to be the only person in the gym, to be able to put yourself through hell before your day even begins, to be able to be awake before 99% of the population. It feels surreal. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like for me, that has built my confidence to a very tremendous amount. You know what I'm saying? Like it's irrefutable, it's undeniable. I wake up before the sun. The sun can't even fuck with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. But you have to be able to maintain your flame because at the end of the day, if you do it to get instant gratification, you're going to give up. You're going to give up. But if you're doing it because you know that it's better for you in the long run, then you're going to be successful. I don't get instant gratification when I wake up early. I get the gratification like 2 hours later when it's like 6:40, 7 o'clock, like right now, The sun is beaming on me and I'm looking at the fucking city. That's the type of gratification I like. Because at least whenever I'm done with this, I can go to my apartment and I can look in the mirror and I can say, damn, I was disciplined and I did what I needed to do. You got to be able to maintain your flame. And not only can your brain play tricks on you, but you can also have people in your life play tricks on you, right? Like friends and family. Friends and family who say shit like, damn, you wake up that early? Nah, man, I got to go to sleep at that time. Or really? You wake up at 4, 5 a.m.? What are you doing? Nah, I don't believe that you're working out. The rest of the world is asleep. You might be doing something illegal. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect yourself from thoughts and perspectives like that. Because what the hell? How would you say that to somebody? Hey, it is what it is, you know? You can't really put yourself in the mentality of somebody who, you know what I'm saying, who sees life from a lower perspective. Because, I mean, if your frequency is very much so high, it'll just do you no justice to think like them. But distractions, friends, vices, drugs, being undisciplined, all of this makes your blazing flame smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until one day you're just an undisciplined person. Until one day you say, damn, 5 years passed and I've been living my life like this. Hey, if that's the life that you want to live, by all means, that's none of my business. Just click off this video. You're not going to understand what I'm saying. But if you want to live a life of success, of divine alignment, of being able to get the gratification of the work that you put, of being able to be bigger than the person that you were, just keep fucking with me, bruh. I'm telling you, because this is the content that I like to make. This is the type of value that I like to provide. But yeah, man, it's really easy. Well, no, let me not lie. It's very simple to be successful. There's a difference between simple and easy. It's simple, not easy. Meaning the framework is there because I just laid it out to you. But it's very difficult to follow that shit to execution every day. Now, nobody's perfect. I'm not even perfect myself. What can you do to make it easier for you to be consistent? Follow your winner's diet. I'll leave that video link below so you can know what a winner's diet is. But being an embodiment of your winner's diet will allow for everything else to be blocked off. And you'll be so immersed in your environment, in your destination, in the place that you're going, that you'll start acting like that version of yourself before you even achieve it. That's how people become things that they've never become before. Like, if I haven't received $1 million wire, before I can say I've received $1 million wire, I have to be able to look a client in the face with the utmost confidence and say, that'll be exactly $1.1 million. I can't break my face. I have to be able to say that shit with a straight face. And after I say it with a straight face with the utmost confidence, he's gonna say, for sure, I'll wire it over to you. You gotta be able to fake. Now, let me not say fake it till you make it. You gotta be able to lie, cheat, and steal. You gotta be able to lie to yourself. You gotta be able to tell yourself that you're gonna make it, even though it might not look like you're gonna make it. You gotta be able to tell yourself that you're gonna be consistent, even though that the odds may not add up to your favor. You gotta be able to lie to yourself and tell yourself that you're gonna achieve big things. You gotta be able to lie and look in the mirror every day and say, I am destined for greatness. I am destined for success. I'm gonna become the greatest version of myself. You have to be able to lie to yourself because before you achieve something, it's a lie. Before it happens, it's a lie. Next, you have to be able to cheat. You have to be able to cheat off the most successful people, the people who are in positions where you want to be. You have to be able to cheat off their test. You know, in high school, you didn't fucking cheat off the person who had all F's. No, you didn't even study with that person because what is that person gonna do for you? Put you on their same level. And you're not trying to be a person who has all F's, so it doesn't got nothing to do with you. You're not trying to kick it with them. You want to kick it with the person who has all A's. He has all A's in his test. I'm gonna cheat off of him. So you gotta find somebody who It's like a mentor, somebody who you look up to, who's in a position where you want to be at. And you have to ask them and find out what their mentality is, the habits that they have, the perspective that they have, the type of company that they keep. And you have to be able to cheat off of that. Then you have to be able to steal. All of those mentality, characteristic traits, habits, you got to be able to steal that. You got to be able to take it. Nah, that shit mine. You know, oh, millionaires, they be running around with their shirts off. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm going to take off my shirt and I'm going to run around the neighborhood because I'm a millionaire too. You feel me? Oh, snap. Successful people, they listen 10 times more than they speak. For sure. I'm going to start doing the same thing too. My mentor, he always says, that's just how the game goes. It's not going to happen. Those are two phrases that he says a lot. And because I spent a lot of time with him, I now find myself saying those two phrases. Who are you being influenced by? Who are you being influenced by? I'm telling you, in order to get that burning desire to succeed, you have to follow that framework that I just mentioned. And I'm telling you, success is inevitable. It's not going to be a matter of if, but a matter of when. So, I wish y'all the best of luck. You feel me? I wish y'all the best of luck. Since I'm here, hey man, I just received a bullshit text. It is what it is, you know. Whenever you receive bullshit texts, all you can do is just laugh it off and block the person. But yeah, I wish y'all the best of luck. I appreciate y'all for listening and tuning in. I'm going to drop the link in the description about the winner's diet. And yeah, connect with me. If you have any more questions, hit me up on Instagram. It's too crowded at the bottom, so I want to see y'all at the top. It's Lucky, and I'm out. I seen a very successful clothing brand entrepreneur. You might have seen his clothing before, Inaka Power. If you know, you know. But I seen bro running around the neighborhood. He had on no shirt, he had on tidy whities, and he was covered with sweat. He's a millionaire. And you know what I said to myself? I said, if that nigga's a millionaire, and if he can do something like that, then so can I. So here I am, about 8 hours later, with no shirt, with my tidy whities. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I just haven't cashed in a check yet. It's Lucky. I just wanted to let y'all know that. You can either take this as inspiration or it's me flexing. Regardless, I'm gonna keep winning. Never look down on anybody unless you're trying to help them up. It's Lucky and I'm out.